Hello, boys and girls. We are looking at art class. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Morning greeting. We can go ahead and say it together. I am kind. I am smart. I am loved. I am important. I believe in myself. I can do anything. Class mission statement. Our mission is to always help others, to try even when it's hard, to be kind to each other, and to be kind to ourselves. For question check-in, let's go ahead and make sure that those listening ears are turned on. You can show me that your eyes are on my screen. You can hold up cactus hands for me and show me that you are not holding any toys, pencils, markers, or anything that could distract you, and go ahead and wave good morning to each other. You can put your hands down and take a deep breath. Go ahead and let that breath out. Are you going to give this lesson your absolute best? Give me 2 thumbs up. Fantastic. Remember that we are in art and we are looking at ancient Egyptian art sculptures today. Lesson goals for today: I can tell about ancient Egyptian art, I can find forms in sculptures, and I can use forms to make a sculpture of an imaginary animal. Ancient Egyptian rulers called pharaohs built these pyramids as tombs. A tomb is a burial room or resting place. The tallest pyramid is about 450 feet tall. It took more than 2 million stone blocks to build it. Pharaohs filled secret rooms inside the pyramids with many treasures. The huge sculpture in this photo is the Great Sphinx, and it has the head of a pharaoh and body of a lion. Do you think the pharaohs thought it would guard their treasures? Maybe that's why they built it. This sphinx has the head of a female pharaoh. It is it's huge like the last one, and it was carved from granite, which is a type of very hard stone, so that must have been very difficult to do. The lion body is a symbol to show that the pharaoh was strong and powerful. The pharaoh wears a striped headdress on her head. These hippo sculptures from ancient Egypt are a lot smaller than the sphinxes. They were made of clay and they are covered with bright blue glaze. So the artist added lotus flowers to the bodies, and hippos lived in marshes where lotuses bloomed. So powerful hippos were dangerous to Egyptian fishing boats. Why do you think Egyptians chose to show hippos in sculptures? The artist used simple forms to make the hippo. Forms are a little like shapes. A circle is a flat shape you can draw on a paper. A form can be circular, but it isn't flat, so it's kind of like a 3D object. A ball is a form called a sphere. The form of this hippo body is like an egg. So look around you. Do you see any other forms? Is there anything that is a sphere? Okay, this is almost like a sphere. It's flat, but it's not completely flat, right? It's a little bit 3D. Or you might see a cube form somewhere or a rectangle form somewhere. I kind of see this vase is kind of like it's kind of like a cylinder almost. So that is an example of a form. All right, this cat sculpture from ancient Egypt is made of bronze metal. It has sleek forms, so it's smooth. The artist put the cat in a graceful pose. Cats were very valued in ancient Egypt. They were used as important symbols in art, and families kept cats as house pets. This falcon sculpture from ancient Egypt is made of painted wood. The artist used simple forms for the body. The artist painted line patterns to show the feathers, and the falcon was an important sky symbol in ancient Egyptian times. Nowadays, many people enjoy looking at ancient Egyptian art in museums, but in ancient Egypt, art had important symbols, okay? And they placed many of these artworks in burial rooms. So it was more of a religious symbol for them, and for us it's art that we can just enjoy and acknowledge the beauty of. Right, time to try it. You are going to make a sculpture inspired by ancient Egyptian sculptures. If you don't have an adult to help you with this activity, you can skip it and come back to it later, but since it's a recording, you should have a learning coach next to you to follow the steps in order. Your materials are going to be any kind of clay or modeling dough. You should have been given clay with your K-12 materials. However, if you do not have them, you can just draw a picture of what your sculpture would look like And one day in the future, if you are at Dollar Tree and you want to grab some modeling clay dough to purchase, you can do that. Learning coaches, you will take a picture of your students' artwork and send it to me on ClassDojo or email. Again, students, if you don't have modeling clay dough, it is okay. You can just draw a picture of what your sculpture would look like. So this picture here shows 3 animal sculptures. Let's choose an animal that we would like to make a sculpture of. So it could be a hippo, a lion, an elephant. If you can think of something else, you can also do that. It can be an imaginary animal, or it can be an animal combined with all of these, right? So you get to choose. Using your hands to make simple forms for your animal, go ahead and create it. For example, you can roll clay into your hands to make an egg form or ball form, and then you can roll cylinder pieces for the legs and keep going. So when you have finished making forms, you can piece all of them together and really be firm with it to where it doesn't fall apart. And then when you're finished, I can't wait to see a picture of it. You can pause this recording, press play when you are finished, and once Learning Coach has sent me that picture. Again, if you're drawing a picture, that's also totally fine. You can go ahead and send it to me on ClassDojo, email, or text message whenever you have a spare moment. Right, so you can share your artwork with me on ClassDojo or email. Let's go ahead and check your understanding. So what did artists from ancient Egypt use to make sculptures? A, flat shapes, or B, simple forms? Go ahead and have the answer in your brain. Right, guys, so they used simple forms to make sculptures, right? Not flat shapes, simple forms as in 3D forms. Great work, everyone. You guys did such an amazing job with ancient Egyptian art looking at sculptures. You may log off and I'll see you later. Bye.